Hello everyone and welcome back to another Kerbal Space Program video. And in today's video we are going to be going on a little bit of an adventure, guys. Oh my gosh, right? We're going to be going out to Val today, and we're going to be checking out one of the coolest Easter eggs in KSP. Admittedly, I've never actually been to this one before, so this will be a first time for me too. So this is the Valhenge. Valhenge? That kind of sounds weird, but it's called the Valhenge. It's basically like a Stonehenge type of thing. It's just hanging out on Val. This thing is pretty cool. It's not even a thing. There's like a bunch of them. You'll see when we get there, and we could just look at the thumbnail where I kind of had a picture of them. But yeah, it's like these weird stone formation things that are actually they're pretty epic, right? So what we're doing right now is we're building a lander. And as you can see, we're building like kind of a weird 3-engine setup, and that back kind of engine fuel pod thing is totally not obstructing our hatch, which will totally not cause problems when we get to Val, in which I have to do some really stupid explodey stuff to solve, and that's definitely not foreshadowing, totally not. So what we're going to be doing, because, you know, going to the Easter egg is great and all, but we need to add a gimmick, right? So we need to add an amazing gimmick. So what's the amazing gimmick? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be actually carrying a bunch of cargo, and we're going to be building a rover on the surface of Val. So it's not like we're going to put a rover in a cargo bay or whatever and then like undock it. We're actually literally going to just bring the parts and then assemble the rover on Val and then drive over to the Valhenge. I think that'll be pretty cool thing. I've never actually tried to do that before. It's one of the new 1.11 features, so might as well get doing that. So just packing up all the rover parts. I don't end up using all these. I just pack a bunch just in case I need them. And yeah, I mean, better have it not needed than not have it, right? So after that, we are a little bit low on fuel to the lander here, so I'm just trying to find some ways to add more fuel to the lander, which let's see, will I do that? There we go, trying to add some fuel to some kind of weird derpy spots that end up being really weird and derpy, so I end up just adding them near the top, right by the docking port to add one of those little orange circly fuel tanks. I forget what they're called, but either way. While we'll do that, it's going to be now time to do the nuclear stage and the rocket. So while that is happening, I would like to thank you guys all very much for the subscribers. I mean, admittedly, my subscriber growth has kind of ran into a brick wall ever since I stopped uploading for like 3 days over Christmas. But hey, Christmas, right? I was out at family's, so I couldn't. But yeah, so I do apologize for the break in content, but hopefully we'll be back. We're going to try to get to 3K subs by the end of the year, so hopefully, you know, smash the subscribe button, although it's the end of the year in like 4 days, so we'll see. We will see. This video will probably not age very well, because we'll get, like, I don't know, because, I mean, we, like, literally, and I've stopped doing live streams, too, which are also a big source of subscribers, so, like, it was literally, like, if you look at my social blade, it's, like, 100 subscribers a day, then it's, like, 110, 180, there was, like, a 200 day in there, then there was, like, 140, 120, and then it was, like, 10. 30 over. I mean, I'm not complaining, right? Everyone, I don't expect you guys to be sitting there like your face is glued to KSP when you're over Christmas, right? Something that was kind of expected, and I just, yeah, so that's my whole shebang. And oh my gosh, guys, Discord link below. Discord's fun. I don't know why. I'm really trying to get as many people on Discord as possible. It's kind of arbitrary. Like, it doesn't like really help the channel at all, but it helps me, right? It's fun talking to you guys, right? So yeah, I guess, and I'm sending a silver fairing, and apparently someone told me the reason my silver fairings all look super dark and black, as you'll see here in a second when I crossfade over to the launch, is because I don't have the reflection refresher whatever thingy on. And I didn't want to go turn it on here because I'm too lazy. So in the future, I will do that because that looks kind of dark and ugly. And so yeah, here's our rocket that we're going to be taking out to Val today. We have 3 lovely Kerbinauts. I made sure to pack an engineer. I guess that works. Because we need an engineer to assemble our rover. But either way, we are now in the air, and we can start doing a gravity assist. I said it again, it's a gravity turn. I don't know why, but if you guys have been watching some of my other videos, I always call gravity turns gravity assists for some reason, but hey, I have the biggest brain, don't I? But the gravity turns, I should say, are really satisfying to watch when they are in time lapse. Like, look at that. That is pretty darn epic, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just that good of a rocket pilot. SAS only did about 95% of the work. Okay, so either way, as our bottom stage gets ready to deplete, we can, there we go, cut it, and now we can fire up our upper stage. and now we can get our way into orbit. I packed way too much fuel in this upper stage, so I do end up just ditching it because I don't want to leave space debris. So we're gonna ditch it once we get on, when we get our app set. But that does us wind up throwing away a few hundred meters a second of delta V. But hey, it's not like we totally didn't come down to the wire with delta V here on this mission. That totally doesn't happen because of really retarded things. No, not saying anything. Totally not alluding to anything. Wow, a lot of stuff does go wrong in this mission, like all the stuff, which is why you should smash the notification. I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you'd smash the notification bell if I'm a bad KSP player. That would be kind of weird. Either way, we're in orbit now, and we can start, or not, we're not quite in orbit. We've just staged away that upper stage, and now we can get some solar panels extended, and we can get ourselves into orbit around Kerbin, around Kerbin. And then we can get ready to do our plan armor node out to Jewel. And right about here is when I realized that I didn't have any parachutes on my lander, or on my command pod. So I said, screw it, they can just parachute back, right? I mean, I was already this far into the mission. By that, I mean I was literally in the air for 5 minutes, and I just got into orbit. But hey, I am a very, very lazy person. So we're just gonna, we're gonna have to do a parachute, where the Kerbals are gonna have to jump out and parachute down when we come back to Kerbin. See, mission's already off to a great start. Now, I packed like 7,000 meters, I've said packed so many times, but I brought like 7,000 meters a second delta V in my nuclear stage, and I'm like, oh, this is totally going to be enough delta V. Like, there's going to be so much extra delta V. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be amazing. All the things I've already kind of hinted at, that is not the case. So, even so, I'm actually kind of glad, because I could have just came in like the normal way, and just not done any gravity assists, but I actually did decide to do gravity assists because hey, they're fun. And we're gonna do one around Tylo to get our orbit nice and low. We got really lucky with Tylo. Tylo was in a pretty nice spot as we time up there. While we have a little bit of a break in the mission, I don't know. I want to keep you guys entertained, so I don't know what should we talk about. I don't know, because I can only talk about gravity assists so much. I don't know. Maybe I'll start calling gravity assists gravity turns. Right, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory what we're doing. We're doing a gravity assist, and I just explanatoried it to you, and now we're time warping. I don't know. So either I got a new RGB keyboard for during Christmas, so that was pretty nice. It's the Corsair K70. If you know keyboards, it's really cool. I have it set up to the lights to show my CPU temperature, so I have it as green if it's below. I think it's 40 degrees, and then it's yellow if it's above 60 degrees, and then it's like a red if it's above 80 degrees. So it's really cool. I like that. I don't know. There's so many cool setups. Corsair has great RGB controls. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I like RGB a lot. It makes cool sounds here. I probably shouldn't type anything because that screws something up, but yeah, it's a cool sounding keyboard. And here we are. Welcome to Val, everybody, or welcome to Jewel. Wow, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're not even at Jewel. I'm getting really ahead of myself. But there we go. We have our gravity assist set up, as you can see right here. Now it's doing a nice, quick, tiny burn to get ourselves actually set up on that trajectory. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves onto that. We're going to get captured via Tylo, and here it comes. And hi Tylo, bye Tylo. I'll have to head out to Tylo in a few videos from now. Go to the Tylo has a cave, which is pretty cool, so I do want to go there, so that'll be a fun video in the future. I'm kind of like going to all the Easter eggs and stuff. Maybe I should try and go to all the Easter eggs in one launch. That'd be that's basically a grand tour, because you go to Moho, go to the Mohole, you go to Dres, the Dres Canyon, you go to Mun, has the Mun Arch, and the Armstrong Memorial. You go to Duna with the Duna face. And the weird pyramid thingy on Duna. If you don't know what that is, it's like a thing. you can look into it. Just look at list of KSP Easter eggs. Then you go to like Bop with the Kraken, Pole. No, Pole doesn't have anything. Valhenge, and Tylo Cave. So you really your places you're not going are like Lathe, Bop, Pole, Elu, Eve, Gilly, Minmus, and Ike. Like, that's not a lot of places in the grand scheme of things. Like, that is going to be one tricky mission. That would take forever to do, if I do daily uploads, that'd be kind of tricky to do. Yeah, so we have got ourselves into a polar orbit around Val, and now we are targeting our destination. See, look at that. I can not very smoothly segue back to our landing. We have a little bit of off-center thrust, but the reaction wheels that I put on the thing can hopefully compensate, what they actually do a pretty good job of. But we don't have a great thrust rate ratio, so we can do, we have to do is start burning a little bit early, but here we go. Oh, good enough. That looks so stupid. We're a little bit away from the Valhenge still, but what we're going to do is we're going to get our engineer EV8, and he's going to build ourselves a rover that we can drive on over. You can kind of see it in the background. The thing was kind of sliding, so I tried to go up and down a little bit. Yeah, so, yeah, here we go. And now it's time to get him out, and EV8. Ooh. Oh, all hatches. Uh-oh, that's not a very good situation. Hey, this is what I kind of foreshadowed, wasn't it? Yes, so here's my ridiculous solution that I also kind of hinted at, right? Yeah, we're gonna try and go up a little bit, flip the thing over, and then like crash those fuel tanks that are blocking my door into the surface of Val and just blow them up and try and get in that way, or get out that way. Jeez, what am I doing with my life? This is so stupid. Yeah, I got the nose cone that time, and then I'm like, oh, will it work? Will it work? Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. So we have to keep doing it. I mean, I could have, in hindsight, I could have just like smashed the docking port on. That might have been a little bit easier. But I guess in this situation, I'm kind of shaving off quite a bit of mass. I drained all the fuel out of those tanks, so it's not like we're losing Delta V. I am wasting a lot of Delta V going up and down doing this. But here we go, down, and then we missed again. Oh my gosh, this is probably such great content, just me smashing my little derpy lander all over the place. Jeez, what has my channel become? Nothing good. I don't know. I still apparently have subscribers, almost 3K, right? Oh my gosh, guys, subscribe button. But there we go. It looks like we finally managed to destroy the fuel tanks blocking our way, and then we can EVA our Kerbal, and he can begin construction of our lander. And after we do a little bit of a crossfade, we can just not ask why the lander has tipped over, but it has. So now I'm just gonna build some stuff onto the rover, just make a cool looking rover. I don't know, putting some science equipment on. I heard that's what you're supposed to do. We can put a nice little. This is kind of similar to my rover that I sent on part 1 of my series I did a while ago called Make Dress Great Again. It was a great series. It's pretty fun to do. Yeah, it's actually kind of similar, but a little bit smaller. And yeah, so it has like a little RTG, some batteries. It's a lovely little guy. And yeah, we're building him kind of vertically now because it does not like to be built horizontally with the wheels because it'll just run away from you, which is kind of a weird thing. But now we can go ahead and throw the wheels on, and then we can do a little bit of a push it over, and then we can hop on board and drive on out to the Valhenge. And here we are. We're at the Valhenge. It's cool. Look at that. That is really nice looking. Not nice looking. It's kind of weird looking as we kind of just crash into it. It's so weird that they're like those stone just hanging out. This is a really cool Easter egg. Really cool. Might be my second favorite. My favorite is the Kraken on Bob. I think it's either this as my second favorite or the Duna face. Those, or maybe, no, there's like that abandoned pyramid. I don't know. They're all so nice, but this looks like, this looks so weird. I don't know what this is supposed to look like. I don't know. It's like some pillars, like spiky things and some pillar. It's weird. I don't know. It looks very mystical. Maybe Indiana Jones to check this out. He seems like the guy for the job. I don't know. So after I kind of ragdoll my Kerbal all around, I kind of realized I'm starting to run low on EVA fuel. So I guess it's time to end the party and head back to the lander and head back to orbit, head back to Kerbin. Before we do that, we obviously have to do a quick photo shoot, right? Gotta get that epic thumbnail pic. And yeah, we just I want to take a second. Like, look how great Val looks. It looks so cool now with 1.11. That's another reason I'm kind of visiting like Bop did a few videos ago, and now we're going to Val. Just because of how nice it looks with the Easter eggs. Or not the Easter eggs, the new textures from 1.11. It looks great, doesn't it? And now I'm just emptying up all the unused rover parts, just so we can reduce as much weight as possible, because you need about 870 meters a second to get into orbit around Val. And as you can see, I very much don't have 870 meters a second of Delta V. So what are we going to do about this? Oh my gosh. So here is stupid thing that I did number 2. Stupid thing number 2. What am I doing? So, what are we doing? We're in the air now, if you didn't notice. Sorry the audio kind of cut out here. Something weird happened, but it'll come back in a few seconds, the game audio. We are just going to go straight up, basically, and get a little bit of horizontal velocity, but mainly go straight up. And what we're going to try and, the reason we're going to try to do that is we're trying to get ourselves, to get as long duration of a hop as possible. I don't know if that makes sense, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and rendezvous with the lander, which is on a suborbital trajectory, like a really suborbital trajectory, remember, with my... with the nuclear stage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, this is like the epic, like the da 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 ba ba da ba. I'll put that song in right here, because this is a ridiculous part. So what I have to do is I have to get, because right now my nuclear stage is also on a suborbital trajectory now. So what we have to do is we have to rendezvous with the lander, get ourselves docked and get our crew transferred over, and then what we have to do is quickly fire up the nuclear engines and point radial out and try and get back up into the air and not crash into the surface of Val, because you can see we're like 45,000 meters or 45 kilometers above the surface, and we are descending rather quickly. So we need to get this docking done really nice and quickly. We also the longer it takes us, the more delta V it is required to get back into orbit. So, and this is where I start to get worried about running out of delta V here. So isn't it crazy how you can pack all this extra delta V and then promptly waste it all by doing stupid stuff like this by underbuilding your landers? So there we go. There is a docking. I have to quickly transfer the crew over, quickly, and then undock the lander, and there we go. Fire back up, and up we go. Yay, we did it. This is totally going to plan. This is so stupid. What have I done? I don't know. I've already said that before. So here we go. We're going to get back into orbit, and then we can get ready to plan our way back to Kerbin. This literally took over an hour to do. Fun fact. I don't know. I guess I'm not good enough at my gravity assist yet, because now that I wasted all that fuel, we don't actually have enough fuel to get back without doing a gravity assist. So the problem is, though, we're on a polar orbit, so that kind of, whenever that makes our inclinations really kind of screwed up whenever we try and get out into an orbit to a Tylo assist. So we try for, I do it for a good hour, but I'll cut out most of it, and then we eventually get an encounter that takes about 17 years to get, but I mean, it's an encounter nonetheless. This happened last time I tried to do gravity assists around Tylo. It ended up taking an extra 20 years, but hey, Kerbals are, or 17 years. Kerbals are, they love space. They'll enjoy going around the sun a few extra times. They're literally spending years and years and years just going around. Because basically what I did is I got myself into a solar orbit that was at Kerbin's height. Then I hit the plus orbit button on my maneuver node until we got an encounter with Kerbin. So yeah, that's how that worked. Amazing. So what I'm going to do here in just a second is, because it literally took around 15-20 minutes to actually do the time warp. I don't remember exactly how long. So we're going to go ahead and go into a very subtle 50 times normal speed as it goes around here a few times. Obviously, very normal, very standard procedure here. Oh boy, wow. This took a while. So I wanted to get this video out like an hour earlier, but for all the extra nonsense I did with planning my maneuver nodes and my extra like 20 minutes I had to wait as I went around in circles and circles and circles. Yeah, this video's gonna have to come out like an hour later, but that doesn't matter really, because I mean, who really watches this like the first few hours the videos go out, I guess. But I'm trying to get my videos to come out a little bit earlier. I want to do premieres, but the problem is I've been streaming daily now. And that if I do premieres, the premieres will start to intersect with my live streams, because I like basically record video, upload video, and then while it's processing, I like go take a break, get a snack or whatever, and then come back, finish processing, and then a few minutes later, it's I get upload, and then then it's like stream time basically. So yeah, so that's my daily routine if anyone cared. But here we are. We are now re-entering into Kerbin with a nice little fireworks show. Here we go. Boom, explosion, yay, explosion. We like explosions. And there goes our nuclear stage. So there it goes. Some of the parts actually survived. No, they didn't. Never mind. I was actually going to be pretty surprised if they did. But here we are now coming down through about 20 kilometers as the Kerbals pull just a pretty standard 15-20 Gs on re-entry. Pretty normal procedure. Just like that 50 times normal speed. 50 times time-lapse thing that I did. I don't have better time warp on, so that's why I had to wait so long. But here we go now. Now it's time for the bailing out procedure, and this one Kerbal here, I gave him extra EVA propellant instead of a parachute. Well, we can just get the third Kerbal. We'll hope he's okay. Get this one down, get her parachute deployed now. Kind of doing a dive bomb here. Because I just wanted to get done recording, to be honest. And here we go. Great landing, 10 out of 10 butter, totally not Ryanair status. And here comes this guy as he like belly flops down, and he's dead. I guess 2 out of 3 survival rate is pretty good on a KSP mission. And I mean, that seems like NASA approved. They would totally be fine if they went to the moon and just 2 out of the 3 astronauts came back, right? I mean, who needs the third one? The third one's just there as a tourist, I guess. And who needs tourists? They're annoying as is. But here we go. We have made it back, and that's going to be the very abrupt end to this video. So, thank you for watching. See you next time. Please rate or comment to this video once again. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and bye.